if you tried a little bit harder, you could get better results. And this is the way we are also inherently programmed. You see it in the motivational messages, you see it in the marketing, you read it in the success books, the entrepreneur books, the hustling, the working hard, as though you are not worthy of success. You are not worthy of earning more money. You are not worthy of the homes, the cars, whatever it is that you want, unless you have hustled, unless you have worked really hard, and then it's like you deserve it. And so again, we create this paradigm, but that isn't necessarily the way to achieving more. In fact, it is definitely the way to achieving burnout. It's definitely the way to stifling your creativity. It's definitely the way to feeling stressed. And it's nowhere near the way for you to make a quantum leap. You have to do something different. So I want to share a story with you to get us into the zone with this. Some of you will have read this story before. Some of you will have heard me share it at different seminars and events over the years. And for some of you, this will be the first time and you are absolutely in for a treat. So this comes from a little book called U Squared by a man named Price Pritchett. It's 35 pages of absolute gold in terms of opening your mind to doing things differently. And I just want to share one little part out of it today to get us started. And it's the story of a fly, the true story. And it goes a little bit like this. I'm sitting in a quiet room at the Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place hidden back among the pine trees about an hour out of Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on just a few feet away. There's a small fly burning out the last of its short life's energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of the window pane. The whining wings tell the poignant story of the fly's strategy. Try harder. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is part of the trap. It is impossible for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect has staked its life on reaching its goal through raw effort and determination. The fly is doomed. It will die there on the windowsill. Now, when I get to this part of the story, I grew up in Birdsville, a tiny little town of 100 people in Western Queensland. Our summers are like the last week, 45, 46, 47 degrees. And this story makes me smile every time because I just go into mum's kitchen, this beautiful big kitchen with these big windows that are hot from the western sun, and there are all of these dead flies. Has anyone else seen that or been witness to that in your house? Right? So we all relate to this, that buzzing in the corner, and you're like, oh, and then you come back a few hours later and it's dead. Let that be symbolic for what happens when you just keep trying harder. There's no way that you can break through to that next level of success with more of the same. And that's the premise of today's call. You have to be willing to try another approach. You have to be willing to do something different. Across the room, 10 steps away, the door is open. 10 seconds of flying time and this small creature could reach the outside world it seeks. With only a fraction of the effort now being wasted, it could be free of this self-imposed trap. The breakthrough possibility is there. It would be so easy. And the breakthrough possibility for you is here as well. It would be so easy for you to make this quantum leap. In fact, just before the call, I was walking out to the car to get something and I just had the words in my mind. I genuinely believe with every cell of my body, if you take and act on and do as I suggest today, that this time next year, you will be a completely transformed person living in a new world, having made a quantum leap. And that's a good thing. Often when people talk about change and transformation, it can feel scary. Like, I don't know whether I'm ready for that it's going to be bad, that it's going to be hard. It isn't. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Your growth, your becoming more